Hello everybody, Bootsy Greenwood here, and today I want to share an exercise with you that I learned a few years back. I bought this really expensive marketing program and I got a lot out of it a few years ago, but what I got the most out of it was the mentality idea of the whole entire video. So it went through and it taught you how to do all these things and funnels and all this stuff, which I think a lot of the ideas that were in that product are probably not even useful now anymore. Things have changed so much technologically speaking, but I got so much out of the mentality part, and this was before I even discovered Transurfing. But I wanted to share the exercise with you guys today, and I think it's something that can definitely help you progress a little bit more quickly and help you think about how you're approaching whatever it is that your goal is. So the ultimate goal is to be whatever that is. Fill in the blank, okay? Put whatever you want here. You want to be this, okay? I'm gonna put comedian, okay? That's what I'm gonna put for this, for me. All right? And then I'm gonna list all the things that I need to do and all the things that I'm gonna need to have before I can become a comedian, okay? So what I would like for you to do is get out a sheet of paper or whatever it is that you're gonna write on, and I want you to do this as well. So I'm gonna kind of stop the video here. I'm gonna pause it. Maybe I'll put on some nice music or something, and you guys go ahead and get your thing out. You could maybe stop the video and write these things down and take your time with it. Take a few minutes. Take 10, 20, 15 minutes. I'm gonna write the things that I think I'm gonna need, and I want you guys to do the same thing. So go ahead and stop the video now. Okay, so as you can see, there's a lot of things here on these two lists. I need to do a bunch of open mics, I need to take classes, I need to read books, I need to do a master class, I need to write bad jokes, I need to bomb, I need to meet comics, I need to learn how to be funny, I need to learn jokes, I need to practice, I need good stage presence, good jokes, crowd work, good reputation, pronunciation, I need good delivery, I need friends in the industry, I need a tape so that people can see me, I need a reel, I need 20 minutes of material, I need thick skin, I need all these things in order to become a comedian. Look at your list, and what I want you to do is I want you to cross all this stuff off. because you don't need all that stuff to be the thing that you want to be. Instead of worrying about the things that we need to do and have, this is what our mind does, and this is why I think this is relevant to transurfing, is because our mind tells us that, well, once we do this thing, then we can have this thing, then we can be the thing that we want. Like, that could be anything. It could be a good father or any goal that you have. But our mind always plays this trick on us that we need to do this and we need to do that and we need to have this in order to do that. But that's not really true. Obviously you will need certain things to do stuff, but if you go ahead and put yourself in this mentality and you go ahead and say, look, I am this thing already. This is what we're doing with slides already. So even if you just visualize yourself every single day, take steps and then do these things as well. I'm not saying don't do the things. That's not the point. The point is that I don't have to do 1,000 open mics to be a funny comic and get booked. There are so many other ways to do it. I do improv, I could be a comic actor. There are so many different things that we can do and we maybe even don't realize. So, like improv is probably my favorite, honestly. Like, I probably enjoy improv and I'm probably better at improv than I am stand-up, but I continuously, I don't know, like why? I just keep continuously going and doing stand-up, and I want to be able to hold my own on a stand-up stage, and I want to be able to do improv and all these other things. I've done sketch and all of that, and that's super fun and I enjoy it. But the problem is this. We have tricked ourselves into thinking that we need to do all of this extra stuff. All of this extra stuff in order to be successful. But that's not true, because the thing that matters is what you're being, not what you have and what you do. So many times I've gotten hung up on, because, before I wanted to be a comedian, I had a different goal, and it was to become a audio engineer. And I've done that, and I thought, well, I need to have all these microphones and I need to have this super nice software. Well, the more you become the thing that you actually are, the more you realize all those attachments and accessories are really just needless crap that you're dragging around with you that you don't even need. It's like, as an engineer, I don't need anything. I can walk into somebody else's venue. They have all the microphones. They have the soundboard. They have everything that I would need, and I can work right out of their venue with all their stuff. Really, all I need to do is to be the audio engineer that I know I am, and I already have the knowledge, so I could walk in anywhere and run their sound for them. It wouldn't be a big deal. It's the same thing with a comedian, The same thing with whatever it is that your goal is. Just be that thing. Go ahead and put yourself in that position, right? And not to say that doing all of those things and having those things won't help you, but that's not the focus. We get hung up on those focuses, and those are the obstacles that we create in our own mind. When really what we need to be focusing on is what we want to be, right? So everybody's like, what do you want to do when you grow up? Who cares? You're going to have to do a lot of stuff. As an audio engineer, I got to wrap a lot of cable. As a comedian, I got to write a lot of jokes. A lot of them are bad. It's true. But if I continue on the quest and just be a comedian and go up and accept things as they are, then my progress is going to go much, much more quickly than if I get hung up on all this extraneous crap. I got to take a class. I got to do the master class. I got to read this book. I got to blah, blah, blah. No, you don't. And in fact, a lot of that stuff is just going to fill your head full of stuff that's conventional. And what do we know? What do we know in transurfing? What does a pendulum do? Do as I do. That's what it says, right? Do as I do. Be conventional. Be like me. Now, if you're in any creative endeavor, and that includes business, then you need to stand out. If you don't differentiate yourself, you will die. There's a book that even says differentiate or die. That's the name of the book. It's an excellent book. If you're in business, I recommend it. But so these things that we think we need, go ahead and cross those off. You don't need to have things, and you don't need to do things in order to be something. Just be the thing and go forward and enjoy the process and learn and do what you got to do. But focus on the being part, okay? The being part. Don't worry about the doing. Like, what do you want to do when you grow up? Like, we've all heard that question so many times. That's not even a relevant question. And what we want to do is we want to just go ahead and be that. We don't need to wait, If I'm going to be a comedian, I'm just going to go up until, somebody says, hey, dude, you want to work this show? And honestly, what I've been doing is I've just been booking shows that I'm going to host So there's a lot less pressure. And then I have other comedians who are friends of mine who will come and they'll do 10, 15 minutes each, and we'll have a nice hour, hour and a half show. And I'll get to do 5 to 10 minutes at the beginning and introduce people. And so that gives me, you know, a better stage presence, more experience on stage, all of those things. And then I'm already putting myself in the role as a comedian. So, you know, whatever it is that you can do to expedite your success, to push you forward in your journey, do that. Go ahead and be that thing. Close your eyes and experience what it feels like to be that person. See the people in the crowd, see the microphone in front of you, smell the booze, you know, and cigarette smoke, or whatever it is that you want to be, you know. If that's an audio engineer, then, you know, you see yourself wrapping cables and doing all that kind of stuff and joshing around with a band. So, you know, I thought I'd share this exercise with you guys, and I hope you got something out of it, because otherwise my money was wasted. So I appreciate it, you guys. Be sure to like this video, comment below, give me a shout, let me know how you're doing. I do want to know, and if you have any other questions, I'm trying to make more videos and do things like that as well. Check out Transurfing TV, check out the Reality Transurfing podcast. I'm going to put a link to a free 20-day reality transurfing course in the description box of this video, so be sure to click on that and sign up for the email list, and that will notify you of all the really cool stuff that's happening with the Transurfing community. And then if you want to support me on Gumroad, you can do that by everything is as free as it can be except for the Kabalion. I had to charge $1 for that, but it's $1 plus. You can support me that way, and then you could also go to Patreon and support me on a monthly basis as well. That's patreon.com/BootsyGreenwood, and then the Gumroad site is gumroad.com/BootsyGreenwood. Thank you guys so much. I'm at Bootsy Greenwood on the social medias, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much.